Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some... And he's had a hit! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a good run down the right. Cannavaro. Piqué. And here's Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Romario. And here's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's played in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. So what can they make of this? Now it's Romario. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Vitinha, Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for the run. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now who's going to be first to this? Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafinha. Chance, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's having a go! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Vitinha simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, football has plenty of poets and artists, but there is only one Roberto Baggio, the most elegant, the most expressive, the most eloquent of them all. He was, at one stage, the very soul of Italian football.
Purity, a real example of timeless excellence. I can say no more than that.
And here's Sané. He's found a way through. Swept in. Vieira can get it clear. And this is Del Piero. And here's the chance to counter. Piqué. Lizarazu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. And it's Baggio. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Now, can he find a finish? Cross from... Oh, what a climb! Sané. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha. Now it's Sané. Looking to play him in. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Vitinha. Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. No way through, so back it comes. Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. So we're still where we started right now. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Ibrahimovic. A temporary retreat here. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
Shot, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's got tall. Harmlessly behind. Oh no, this does not look good. Another chance from a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Vitinha. Vieira. Looking for the run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Neymar. Platini. Vieira. And this is Neymar. Neymar touches it back. Oh, shooting chance! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vitinha powering forward here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Cannavaro. Thuram. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
We are into stoppage time. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Neymar. It's a searching pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Platini. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, that was vital. Thuram sends it crossfield, and it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Nicely worked. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Neymar. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That pass isn't the best. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe! Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Gullit. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Lizarazu. Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Some good work on the right flank here. And that has left him in a heap. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lizarazu with the delivery. Bergomi attempts a clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely aimed pass. And smartly reclaimed. Lizarazu. Now it's Gullit. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. He's in space and looking for options. Lizarazu. Gullit. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's in a great position. Big chance! Dispatched clinically. There seemed no way back, but they are level. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7, numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 17.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Numero 5.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Il numero 24.
And it's Yaya Toure. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Maicon. He's having a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Barcelona go in search of a late winner. And it's Gullit. Ibrahimovic. There's a sharp little ball here. Saka in acres of space out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. Pullet. That has been slung wide. Lizarazu is one whose deliveries we all know about. That's very neat. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. 90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? And here's Neymar. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Del Piero. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Hullet. Makalele proves too strong, too smart.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's picked it up out. He rises! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Up he goes! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Pick that one out, it was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2. Lovely bit of skill. Good ball, good take. And he gets rid in a hurry. Half-time, extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Makalele. It's Hullet. Can he get it through? Lizarazu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4, Ferdinand. Viene
Lizarazu.
sostituito con il numero 3,
Ibrahimovic.
Fabio Cannavaro. Cambio di giocatori.
And here's Hullet. Played back in. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught on it here. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Stood up well to him there. And it's Maicon. Bellingham. And it's Makalele. Lizarazu. Pele. Pele going full steam ahead down the left flank. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. They get a throw in. Now it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. Chance for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's that, the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. Cannavaro. To Lahm. And it's Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lahm. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been slipped through. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Barcelona really could have done without this. This to go one up. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Now this could be a chance. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Rijkaard. And he plays one through. He is through here! Oh, that was vital. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Bellingham tries to play it through, brilliantly cut out. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Gattuso, and it's Vitinha. Chips it through. Mbappe, and he shoots! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been...
Climbs up big! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now they can clear their lines. Vieira. And this is Shevchenko. Picked out, great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! It's loose now, and it's come back out to him. Harmlessly behind. He's given the time to pick a pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nice control. Vitinha stands tall and stands strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Fantastic from Elise! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Elise. Chance to deliver. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard! And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Played out towards the right wing. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Vitinha, spread out to the left. Elise. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Neymar, and here's Del Piero.
Ci sarà un
And
minuto
he
di
was
recupero.
alert to it. Rijkaard. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came and Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Del Piero. Neymar. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to clear it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bellingham. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's Bellingham. Shevchenko knocks it into space. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. Baresi. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Back into the middle. Now it's Olise. Thuram.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Another throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il numero
And here's
9.
Olise.
Attenzione, una
Out to the
sostituzione.
right. Now he's got space here. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Rijkaard. Ball is over the line. Baresi. And it's Khan. Now it's Olise. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away. He's having a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Vieri. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this?
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Olise. Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So what can they conjure from this one? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And somehow it stayed out. Great defending, strong and determined. Vitinha, Rijkaard, demonstrating his defensive quality there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Raul gets into a good position. And it's hoisted clear.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Ambitious ball here. That's a good ball out wide. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Abbiati sends that a long way. Searching pass he's played there. That's travelling a long way. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Piqué attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Probing pass. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. And it's Robertson. And this is Eto'o. And the counter is on. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's Bale! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Good read, needed to be. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Quarter of an hour played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberch has quite the footballing brain. Del Piero! He's missed, but not by that far.
Del Piero has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's really well manoeuvred. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Gravenberch. Cannavaro. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good run down the left. And he's worked it through. Oh, this is a great big chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gravenberch unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Has a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Tries to play it through. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And now the breakaway. Big chance, must be! And the shot! He has done it! They are really scoring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal. And that should get the job done. Nicely aimed pass. Bellingham. Steaming on goal. Great chance! And it's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Eto'o. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. And the first 45 minutes are up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's beaten the last man. Bellingham. Makaleli is the team's great visionary. Gravenberg. Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
That's the keeper's ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Eto'o! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And it's Lam. Bale, he is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Del Piero. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 99. Eto'o. El dorsal 11. Bale. El dorsal 27.
Piqué.
El dorsal 22.
And it's Vitinha.
El dorsal 7. Neymar.
Here's Makaleli.
Serán
And here's
sustituidos
Del
por
Piero.
el
He's
dorsal
good for
21,
goal.
El
Oh,
dorsal
crossbar.
20, el dorsal 13.
Cleared away.
Park Ji-sung.
Oh,
El
he's going to be
dorsal
pulled back for that
18,
one.
El dorsal 17.
There could be trouble here.
Se va a
But for
realizar
now,
un
the
cambio de
referee is
jugadores.
keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of the...
Del Piero! And that is high. Vitinha.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through, and he's in charge, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Makaleli. And it's Hullet. Del Piero. And it's Ibrahimovic. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rui Costa is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Del Piero. Taken back almost at once. And he was quick to react. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Del Piero. Hullet. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Piqué. Rui Costa. Vitinha. And Del Piero. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. The final 5 minutes. Makaleli. That has not gone well. Azar. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Great vision. Hullet. Vitinha. And it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Vitinha. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Shot a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Ball's gone out of play. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come...
Oh, what's he done? Now it's Platini. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lahm. And it's Neymar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Gattuso. And here's Del Piero. Lahm is on a run down the left wing. No way through. Oh, this is a great position. And he shoots! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cannavaro. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's just beyond his reach. Cannavaro. First quarter of an hour gone. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played into space out wide. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Now it's Eto'o. And he was quick to react. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neymar, looking to play him in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And he's been shifted off it.
Barcelona really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Gattuso. And here's Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, that's been intercepted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Messi. Platini. In towards the back stick. Forward it goes. Rafinha. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Platini. Engages and forces him off the ball. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
Decent chance! Goal! Ajax! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Ajax are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Ajax have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for that.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
And the second half gets underway.
El dorsal 21.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were.
Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think.
It's Luis Suarez! Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect...
Luis Suarez! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Gravenberg. Oh, super ball. Thuram. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Platini puts his foot on the gas. And it's Eto'o. Lahm. Oh, good-looking ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And a chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
So we've reached the hour mark. And they've switched it over to the other side. Great vision. Neymar. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's in space and looking for options. Neymar. And this is Sané. He has found the way through. And Sané! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 9.
And it's Piqué. And here's
el dorsal
Gattuso.
14, Lahm. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal
Messi.
5.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's intervened well there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rui Costa. Luis Suarez. Chance for a shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Ibrahimovic! That's another chance! They've scored! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
It's Pelé! Brilliant from Pelé! About as smooth as it gets!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Rafinha. Bellingham. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. He is through here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Ajax are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Pele did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rui Costa in acres of space out wide. It wasn't a great header in the end. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Mbappe, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Gravenberg, it's a searching pass. Floated through. Thuram. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. But as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who are able to do that at the highest level like him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's picked his way through. Rafinha. Here's Coutinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. Makelele. Lizarazu. Looking for a runner. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Lizarazu is fouled. Yamal. Tries to dink it through. Neymar picks it up out wide. Lizarazu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Back into the middle. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Rafinha.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Makelele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
And he's managed to gift it back. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intent.
Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Thuram. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
No way through there. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now that's well seen too.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Gullit. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe, played into space. He's through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Makelele. Piqué. Makelele. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Yamal gets into some space. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Rafinha. Good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Gullit is standing over this one.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 15.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
And here's Suarez. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Caught offside that time.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to...
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
We have
dorsal
got
19,
changes here, from both
el
sides in
dorsal
fact.
9, serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2, el dorsal 11. Cambio de jugadores.
Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Drogba. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Makaleli. And the counter is on.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Luis Suarez. Distributed tidily. Now he's got space here. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out brilliantly. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Bellingham, and it's Vitinha. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Oh, that's well spotted. Makaleli. Now it's Pelé. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. That is lovely. He's on it. Can he get away? And Makaleli.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He is through here. Very nicely done. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. The ball goes in.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Makaleli. And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto because he's so quick and agile, and his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
Yeah, the easiest way... Has a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Pinches it off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. Good ball, good take. Piqué.
Pedro Neto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. Ibrahim, a decent chance! There it is! There is the breakthrough!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Ibrahimovic. Thuram. Oh, can he get onto this? Lizarazu. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Del Piero!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gravenberg is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Sané. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicely shaped ball. And he was quick to react. And it's Ribéry. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ribéry. A header! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's been drilled forward. Baresi makes the interception. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ribéry. Bale looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Luis Suarez. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Del Piero. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! He just has something! A finish of true class! They are right back in business!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Sané. Gravenberch. Foot in. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And no, that was never going to make it. Lizarazu. Now it's Del Piero. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pull it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gravenberch cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Hullet. Gravenberch. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Anyone appearing intoxicated
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So it's back to business. Piqué. And it's Thuram. Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lizarazu wins the duel this time. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Neymar. Lovely feet. No outsmarting him this time. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Neymar. Gattuso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. And Sané! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pedro Neto is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work? What? Shoots! There it is! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and He has.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bullet. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Beckham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here
Ribery.
from both sides, in
Number
fact.
14, Pedro Neto. Number 22, Gullit. Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Field, number 11.
Now, he's got space here.
Number 18.
Danger averted for
Griezmann.
now.
Number 13, Rui Costa.
Rafinha, the specialist in
Number
tearing
21,
teams apart.
Ekitike. Substitution.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rui Costa. That pass has been well intercepted. Griezmann. Nicely weighted ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Lizarazu. It's Gullit. That is good alertness.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he welcomes it in. Rafinha!
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Beckham. Coming on the field is number 24, Daniel Van Buiten.
And here's Gullit. And Gullit! And one more try! Lizarazu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Pass somewhat off target. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but...
He's having a shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 3 minutes.
Pass has gone astray. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. Rui Costa. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
A quick reminder today.
Any
that
reflections
smoking
on what
is
you've
only
seen, Jim?
allowed in
Barcelona
areas shown in this
desperately
map.
failing
Thank you
to
your
impose
cooperation.
themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
El Barcelona y el Manchester United.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts. And he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Rafinha. Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Mbappe. Rafinha. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a good run down the left.
That was lovely, that.
Barella is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Gattuso tries to pass it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well played. Rodri. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Rafinha. Mbappe, chance! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Raul, a probing pass. Eto'o in acres of space out wide. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Here's Cannavaro. And it's Robertson. And here's Barella. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Robertson has it in a wide position. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gattuso knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carvajal. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Raul. And the cross, big header! And that has been clubbed away. Out to the right, and here's Messi. He's picked his way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Carvajal made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's been won straight back. Nicely weighted ball. Cross to the back post. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Cannavaro. To Lam. And it's Bellingham. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Raul tries a measured ball. He could be in here. Driving through the middle. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the shot! Oh, crossbar! And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21.
That gets things going for the second half.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal
Barcelona
22.
carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Robertson looking to get on the end of this. Rafinha looking to be a menace in the final third. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Thuram. Gravenberg. Now Gattuso. Raul. Raul running with the ball. Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Raul. And it's Eto'o. Rafinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Defending here is really tight. Forwards and with intent. Barella. Lovely ball and a real chance now. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stood up well to him there. And here's Eto'o. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal
So that's
13.
two now without
El dorsal
reply.
20.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. Julu. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. It's a pretty loose pass. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Rodri. Gattuso wins the duel this time. Van der Vaart. Good ball, good take. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's a good ball. Pele. Under an awful lot of pressure. Out towards the flank. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Look at the space here. Eto'o! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And it's been taken short. Hazard with the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that has not gone well. Hazard. In with the challenge. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Eto'o. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. They're urging him to shoot. Decent chance! They've done it! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Serán sustituidos.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Van der Vaart. And here's Aubameyang. And he's in on goal. Has a chance! Sticks it away! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So all square with almost no time remaining. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Y el Inter de Milán.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Kimmich does well to stand firm and defend it. Pass is just off target. Sané. And they can counter here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Backward it goes. Now it's Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Piqué. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative. Oh, it's
Chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Caceres. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. Let's and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lizarazu. Mbappe gets into a good position. Opts to play it back. Now there's a shot and goal! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This to make it 1-0. And he's denied.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Shot, surely! Lizarazu crosses. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. He shifted it to the flank. Nice interception, well timed. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Neymar gets into some space. Nicely aimed pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Mbappe. Lizarazu is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. It's a good foot in there. Park Ji-sung is the team's great visionary. And they're back on the ball again. Rafinha. Oh, this is a terrific... It's in!
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar. This looks promising. Lovely feet. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Neymar, always onto this. Oh, that was vital. Caceres. Foden. And here's Mbappe. And this is Neymar. Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Just eases him off the ball. Spread it left. That is a great pick out. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, obviously no breakthrough as yet, but it's not from the want of trying. I think at a tight game like this, that penalty becomes a huge issue.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Los niños que estén interesados en acompañar a los jugadores al saltar al campo pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 13 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 21, Ibrahimovic, el dorsal 17, cambio de jugadores.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's their second corner of the game. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Vieri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona get their 4th corner. Vieri! And that was very necessary. And it's Neymar. Neymar's cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Van Dijk looking for the run. Lizarazu goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Vieri. Now it's Bellingham. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great ball and he's in here. Delivery from Mbappe. And again. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He has done it! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to...
Oh, what has... And the shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Marcó en el minuto 70.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Oh, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But
Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Vieri has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Vieri! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vieri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
5 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 11.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Takes a shot! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Baresi. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Park Ji-sung, he rises! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback.
Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Inter Milan are down to 10 men.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Rui Costa! Explosive! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they've got their lead back. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. You just can't do anything about that. That's genius.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Flashes it across. Keeper's dealt with that. Tries to play it through. Here comes a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he gets big! That has been knocked clear. Ibrahimovic. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rui Costa. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Kimmich. Oh, easy pickings there. Picked out brilliantly. Can he get on the end of this? Fires it in low. And the shot! And that will be it. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Recordamos
Vieri
a nuestros
claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
vayan a parar a la grada.
Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from...